guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Monday, so I thought we would start with making a few little bits today using some scrap paper. Now I wanted to do some page tabs, and I did this one first, and it's like a big one. I wanted to do some sort of like big page tabs, and I've sort of like embellished it with a little fairy girl and some bits and pieces on there, but I wanted to make it just a little bit different, you know, because I love it like it is, because it will just go onto your page like that. Again, nice big page tab to go on there. I haven't used page tabs for ages actually. This is why I'm going to be doing them, but I want it to be a little bit more different. I wanted to add a little bit more to it, so I thought I would make them into like little journaling spots as well. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to pick, I've got some scrap paper, so I'm just going to use some of this. I'll use this little bit here. Let's just see, we want to go sort of this way, so the roses are in the right direction. Let me just tear this down, and then I can sort of tidy it up a little bit. So I wanted them to be a little bit sort of bigger than, you know, I wanted them bigger page tabs, not sort of like little page tabs. So that's about right. Now we need to do a little closure on this page tab. So this would have to be, you've got a little closure thing on there. So it's got to be, you know, wider than that. You can have them thinner, but it's got to be wider than that. Right, so the foldy bit, this little foldy bit, we want to just take a little notch out, like a little page tab. You can cut it. I've got this lovely punch from Journal Say, and it's got that lovely tab look to it. So I'm just going to punch that just like that on the edge. So we've got a little tab. Now again, you can just punch all of these out like that and have lots of page tabs. But I'm going to do something a little bit different today, something which I don't know why I hadn't thought of before. So that's our tab, and then I need some paper. Let's have some paper. So let's see how big do we want it. So I think I'm going to just do it like this. Take a little section off, and we want to sort of fold this up in two. Fold that, and then fold that like that. I think that should work. Like this. We want an odd number of folds, if you know what I mean. So we need like 5. So you need 5. So when we fold it, it concertinas out like that. So you've got a little piece to pull out. So one of them has to be a little bit smaller than the other one, like that. So it sort of like pulls out. So this piece is, shall I measure this? This piece was 8.25 inches or 21 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters roughly, or 3 3/4 inches, like that. So what we're going to do, this little bit, so that you keep the smaller bit on there, this little bit will go in there like that, stick in there. So that's your little page tab, and then this pulls out so we can write on that. So I just think that looks really good, doesn't it? They look really good when they're done, because I'll show you, because we need a little closure sort of thing on it as well. So let me just ink this up like this. So guys, are you going to have a busy start to the week? We are taking Jessie to the vet. Not Jessie to the vet, we're taking George to the vet. It seems a lot better. So a big thank you to everybody that's asked how he is. He seems a lot better. We were so worried. But he started eating now. and he's just got to go to the vet. He's got to be checked out again, and just to make sure he's okay. And I think he's got to have another jab. So, oh, it's quite expensive vet trips, aren't they? But I can't see our little George being poorly. So that's what we've got to be doing today. Right, I'm going to pop that in there like that. So I'm going to glue this on, and I'm going to glue it to the front flap. Okay, so if you want it to go, it depends on which page. Right, so this page, like this. So if you want it this will go onto a page this way, like this side, like that. Okay, so this will go onto your page like that. This will go underneath like that. So you've got your sticky up bit like that, and this will pull out like that, and then we're just going to make a little closure on there. But if you wanted it to go obviously the other side, then turn that over, stick that to that bit, and then it will go onto this side like that, and then pull out. Okay, so you can make them either way around. And if you didn't know which way you want to do, that's what I'm saying. If you had a pattern paper or a plain paper, that doesn't matter which way round you go, you can just turn it over like that. So it doesn't really matter which way I'm going to do it. But let's just figure out this way. Let's just do it this way, like that. So I'm going to stick that to there. Now again, you can have it at the top, you can have it in the middle. I'm going to put it in the middle because I think that's quite a good section. But when we stick it down, we need enough room for one of these a little closure. So, you know, make sure you've got enough room in there. So let's have some glue. And then you can sort of be aware how far as well it's going to stick out of your journal. But you can push these onto your page quite far. So we're going to just stick that on there, like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's going to go on there. I'm just going to fold that up. So I'm going to open this up, because what we need to do, I've got my little foam pad here. I need to make a hole in here to attach this. So let's just put that on like that. So it's got to sort of be in the middle. Where's my little awl? And I'm going to just pop a little hole in there like that. Right, to make the little tab, I've got these, but I'm going to just show you how I did that. Because we have lots of newbies with us, I need a piece of card. Got a little piece of card. I'm going to make a hole in it first. And these are I think there's a 3mm little hole punch. So I'm going to make a little hole. I'm going to take my hole punch, which is 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to just eye that up so the hole is in the middle. And that should be in the middle. It's easier than punching it out and then trying to find the middle. This way you can actually see the middle, and it's, you know, so much easier to do. Now I want to wrap some string around here, some little bits of twine. So I'm going to raise the back just a tiny bit. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to make just 3 little holes in there. I'm going to get my bigger one. I think these are 3mm and this one is a 6mm. So I'm going to go over the top of that and just punch those out over the top. And this catches those in there. Can you see there? I got 3 little holes in there. And then I'm going to take a brad. Oh, let me just ink this first. Where's my little inky thing? There we go. And just ink that up. Again, I'm just doing it in a piece of card, but you can obviously punch out something. You need it reasonably hard, but you can always stick a couple of pieces of paper together like that. I'm going to take just a little tiny basic basic little brass brad, pop it through that hole and then turn it over, and then you want to just slip these over the top like that. Just gives it a little bit of room underneath. Oops, like that. And I'm going to put this through that hole like that. Turn that over. We want to come this way, and then I'm going to get a little bit of twine. Anything, you can use anything, whatever you got. This is like that baker's twine, isn't it? And I'm going to wrap this around our little brad, just so it catches, just around there a couple of times. Oopsie daisy. Not easy, not easy. There we go, just wrap it round, and you want to come back out this way towards the paper. Okay, and then we need to open these up and just push that down, so that brad is holding this twine in place like that. It's going to be glued, this will be glued to your page anyway, so it doesn't matter. So this will go in like this, so your twine comes out like that at the back, and then this is the bit that will clip onto your page, and we turn that over. And then let's take a look. I'm going to show you how this works then. Oops, let's get a page. There we go, let's have this page here. So what happens is this bit goes over your page like a page tab. Okay. This comes underneath, and then you would attach this to your page, and then this will go around your little page tab. I should really attach it on there, but and that will come down like that. So this is your page tab, like that. So you've got to be aware, so I'm saying it's got to be aware how far it sticks out on your page. So you can always push it in, you know, it doesn't matter, you can have it far in. And then you can have little dingly danglies off this. And then when you open that out, you pull that out and you can journal on that. And then you just pop it back in again. And then take your little bit of twine and then just wrap it around. That only needs to be wrapped around once, and it doesn't have to be wrapped around lots and lots of times. You can just hang it down like that. So it's really simple and really easy to do. So I shall do a couple more for you, and then you can just keep it like this. You can leave this long. This one, I didn't show you the first ones, did I? A bit silly of me. This one, it's got little dingly danglies on it, so that just opens up. I put a bit on here like that to pull out, so when you push that together, it looks like a little journaling spot, doesn't it? Or it looks like a little plaque of some sort, and then this will just clip over. So you can have them all ready to go, and then you've just got this which you attach to your page like that. And then if you wanted it to turn it around this way on the page the other side, doesn't matter, because this closure can go either way, and then that can just go onto the other side of your page. So really simple. So shall we do one with a little bit of this? Let's just, I think that's probably a little bit too wide, isn't it? Or should we do a longer one? Actually, I'm going to do quite a long one, because I think that would look really nice down the side of a page. Should we do that wide? That lovely big pansy on there as well. I haven't done a great big one, so I'd like to do a big one. And this would make quite a big journaling spot on this one. So we've done that, so I'm going to just do the corners like that. Now again, you can cut them yourself. You can make yourself a little template and cut out. You can just round the edges off. You can make them into sort of a tag shape, you know, it's however you like to do it. But this one, obviously, because we've got the pansy going down, you can't sort of, you know, have it hanging upside down. So you want to know, make sure you know which way you want this one to face, if you know what I mean, which page you want it on. So let me just ink that up a little bit, like that. So let's take a piece of paper. I've got this piece of paper, but that's not quite big enough. I'm going to get a nice fresh piece in here. And we will go, actually you could probably use quite a lot of this actually. Right, first thing I'm going to do is just do the small bit. Just fold over a small bit. So that's going to be your pulley tag. That's the bit you'll pull it out with. So if you just fold that over, I'm going to turn this over, and then you just want to fold this piece into 4. So if we fold that over like that, and then we fold that again, like this. And then we have a concertina. So we got 4, you know, 4 of the same, and one's a little bit smaller. So this is going to be the pulley out bit. So we need to concertina them back this way. You know what I mean? Don't we? And then like that. So this bit then, the bigger bit, will fold in there like that. Oops. So that will sit in there on this side of your page like that. Oh, I quite like that. I quite like that. What's that going to look like? So if I put this on here, so that could sort of come out sort of there, and then this would be the same size as your page, and it will come out, so that's attached to your page, and then you'd have, oh, I like that. That's a really good one. Loving that. Do like that. So that, I would try, if you're going to do a big one like this, you want to sort of like level it up with the edge of your page. So these two are probably the same, like that. I like that one. I do like that one. Let's get this one going. Right. These would look really nice in a tall journal, wouldn't they? You know, if you've got the nice tall journals that people make, which I haven't made a tall one for a long time. Maybe that's something I should do soon. Maybe I'll do a nice tall eclectic-y sort of no rules journal as a big tall one. What do you think, guys? Do you fancy that? Let's just ink these bits up. And this bit. And then I'll make a smaller one. I'll make a small one. So again, you don't have to have them ginormous, but I just want to give you a range just to show you, to see what they look like. Let's just do this little bit. All the little bits like that. There we go. Again, you don't have to use coffee stain paper. You can use, you know, use any paper that you've got. Use what you have. Okay. So it's got to go this way, hasn't it? And this will pull out like that. So this is going to sit in here, if I can. I'm going to glue that on first. Don't want to cover up too much of the pansy, but we need one of these little things to go on there, like that. So let's just see, that's about that much. About that much. I suppose you could sew it, as long as you didn't sew these two together, you could probably sew around this as well. That would be really nice. Let's go down. And again, you can add lots of lace and pretty things to them. I'm not going to add anything to these at the moment. I'm going to just sort of leave them quite plain. Because I'm not sure yet what we're going to be doing with them. They're a nice thing to obviously keep in my stash, ready to go onto journals. Lovely, lovely. So that's pretty simple. That's pretty simple. They're easy to do once you know how. Right, so we want to make a little hole in this. We want to put this on there. So that can go roughly there. Where's my little awl gone? There it is. So if we put that there, make a little hole in there. We want to make some more little holes like this. Pop that on. I found that 3 is quite good. You might have something else that you put behind them, but I just like to sort of like lift it up just a little bit, as it's quite difficult. If you see on here, it's quite difficult when this is flat to your paper. It's hard to get this in, but by doing that, you've given yourself a little, if you can see, you can just, I don't know whether you can see, just that little bit of lift in there, so this doesn't lie flush with your paper on there. But you could, you know, just cut a bigger ring out of there, whatever you find easiest to do. But seeing I'm lucky because I got the 2 different punches on there to do that. They don't have to be round. Do you know what I mean? You can just cut them out, hand cut them out if you wanted to, if you didn't have any of these bits and pieces. There are ways to do it. Let's get a little brad. Oh, I've got some, oh, she knows. I've got some of these. Maybe I'll put one of these on. Shall I put that one on? That's kind of nice, isn't it? Let's put that on there. Like that. Pop those on the back. You might have even a tiny little sort of flat bead that you could use on the back. Oops. Which would probably work. Got to be quite flat though. Let me just put that down. So we need to go this way because I want the string to come out through this. What colour should we have? We could do with a sort of purple, couldn't we? Or let me just have a look. This one, the lilac-y one, I think. Let's just have a little bit of this. Take that off. I'd rather have it too long than too short. So let's snip that off. Move all these little bits about. Right, so I was going to just twist that round just a couple of times so that's, you know, it's going to be held on nicely. I can open this up. There we go. Open that up, put that over there. I'm going to just turn that over and just push that down so we know it's nice and flat on there. So this has got to come out of this side like that. This will come round. Oh, was that long enough? And just clip over through there like that. Oh, I do like that. I could probably pop a little bit of lace or something down there as well. Couldn't we? I like that. I do like that long one. Where is my little bone folder? There we go. Yes, I'm kind of liking the thought of putting some lace or something down there. What's that bit? Like that. I'm not going to do it now, but it's something you could do to embellish it, couldn't you? And then maybe even put something, a little bit of paper onto this one. A little bit of rose paper on there. Like that. That's upside down. Do you know what I mean? Just on that front piece. But opening up, that will be on the page, and then this opens out, so that's a huge big, that's a whole piece of A4 paper to journal on, which is great. I'm going to, do you know, I'm going to stick this one in here if I've got a page that's big enough. See, that will go on there, lovely. So you can keep this done up because that just sits on there like that, like so. What do you think? And then at that side you've got a nice big journaling spot. You could actually just stick it down this bit and then you could have a little tuck on this side, seeing it's so big. Actually, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this little corner thingy-majiggy in here, like that. So it's not flat on that side. Not pointy, I mean, not flat, pointy. So this will, should I put, which page should I put it on? Have I got anything further in? I think these are all done, aren't they? I've got this one. Oh, I think I'll go for this one here, definitely. So it's going to go in like this. I have to stick this side first, because it doesn't have to come out too far, does it? Oh, I do like that. I do like that. Okay. Going to glue this bit, that's right, first, a little bit up, like that, and then I can glue this bit. We want this bit to stick on the page, so however far it's going to be pushed in, that's how far you want to glue it. So this is going to go. Oh no, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, I needed to glue a little bit further in so we can have a little tuck. So we have to glue some of this, but we have to make sure this is the right side. I'm going to just do that. Let's just do that. Like that. There we go. So I don't test anything out, as you know. And then that can just be a tuck. I won't tuck that in there yet because it's still going to be wet. But I'm loving that. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look good? This will open up. And then this is a whole big journaling spot. Quite liking the thought of something down there. Now I've actually stuck it into my book. I like the thought of something. I don't need a dangly on there. I like the thought of something down here. But I need another bit of rosy paper, really, don't I? And I don't really have any. I don't think I've got any on here. Go for rosy. Doesn't have to match, or maybe just a bit of lace. Well, I won't do that now because I'm going to make some more, but look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then you could have little dingly danglies off this bit. Oh, I do like my dingly danglies. Love that. So that wasn't quite big enough, was it? Right. Let's make a smaller one. Should we do some blue? We've got a smaller bit of blue. Here's a smaller bit of blue. Let's just take this off, fold that in half. Now it's got to make sure we've got enough to do, you know, to put one of these on and the paper. We'll do that. Cut that down. I've got a little bit of paper here. Should we put this one at the top, or should we just have a little thin one? Should we just have a little thin one that goes along? And then we have lots of different sort of shape ones. Sizes, not shapes. Oops. have a little bit down here. That's our little pulley tab, isn't it? So then this needs to, that's the pulley tab, needs to come like that, I think. Oh, this one could be pulled out. Do you think we could put that in there like that? Let's bend it this way. That will just slip in there. That will stick in there like that. Make sure we have enough room for the little button to go on. And then this comes out. Didn't have to be that long. I was going to make it smaller, wasn't I? But that's okay, unless I do another one. And pull this in. Let's take, say, this much off. And then we'll just fold this into 4. Fold that in. And then it can be that wide. So let's fold this in. So you can either have it sort of big like that or smaller. So that can go in there like that. Oh, this one is a bit bigger. Like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Should we go for the small one? Right, what I'm going to do on this one, because as you open them up like this, I'm going to round the edge on this bit. There we go. So I'm going to punch both sides, or all 4 of them. So we'll do this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we got that shape. Right, let's ink that up. Like that. And this side, oh, this one's got roses on. Like that. Lovely. Oopsie daisy. Should I show you how we did this one as well? Should we do that one like this? So we've got the whole little bit on there. Let's do that one. Which way do the roses go? It's not, I don't think that's upside down, is it? So that goes on like that. So we need another piece the same size as this. It's got to be exactly the same size. Like that. Let's just rip this down. So this will go on. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I confuse myself sometimes, but I think this is not too bad, is it? So then this will sit on there. How big a piece shall we have? It doesn't have to come out too big, does it? Let's see, just over there. It's just another bit to pull out. And then we just need to do this side like that. Ink this bit like that. So when that's stuck together, this piece will go on there, so it looks like a little tab on there. Oh, I do like these. I think they're lovely. Let's just ink this. Ink this up. Oh, gonna moan about the weather again. We've got drizzly old rain again. Oh, it's just constant rain. I think you guys in the UK, I don't think you've had a day without rain this year, have you? I think I was listening, I heard that on the news, I think. I don't think somewhere in the UK has had rain. So, don't know what's going on with our weather. Really don't. Okay. This way. Is it this way? It was this way. Right, I'm going to stick this in here like that. So we've got to make sure we have room for our little thingamajiggy there. This has to be stuck on first, so we'll just stick a little bit down through here. Put that on. Oh, I'm sure we can come up with lots of different ways of doing these. I think they are fabulous. So that will sit on there, is that about right? Yes. This isn't very level, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, does it? Right, let's get our little, this little thingy-majiggity out. Is this one round? I'm not quite sure whether that's actually in the middle. I'm going to do another one. Let's just make a little hole. A little hole there. Punch this out. Make sure that's sort of in the middle. Do a few more of these little ones. You can do lots of these at a time if you're going to do it like this, because this holds them into here. Then you just open them and they just fall out, which is lovely. Let's do a little bit of inking. There we go. Pop that on. Let's get a little brad. I really need to get some more of these, just the little tiny little ones, because they're really handy. Pop that on. Pop that in there. Oops, I missed. These are very, very tiny. Just trying to think what else you could use instead of doing it this way. But I'm really not sure. Do you know what I haven't done? I haven't made a hole, have I? Let's figure out where we're going to do that. Let's put this one on. Pop that in there. Oops. Oh, did you go through? I missed the hole. Oh, my little brad's all wonky. There we go. Let's do it like that. That's better. Turn this over. We want it so. Oh, God, I just lost it. Oh, dear. We want it so the paper's facing the right way. I'm a little bit too far away from myself. I need to sort of bring the camera over a little bit. I'm a bit stretchy too far. Right, what we need to do, pop that in like that, turn it around this way, like that, so the paper's facing you and then you know which way to wrap it. So let's go through for this lovely little pale blue one. I like this. Let's wrap that up. Take this off. Oops, that's a bit much. Put that down. Wrap that around a couple of times. Oops. Like that. Go on in. Nope. Might want to just pop a little bit of glue on there. If you got fingers like me that don't want to do anything, there we go. Pop a little bit of glue on there and just stick it down. Open that up. There we go. Take that away. I'm just going to squeeze that down so it's on there quite well. That goes on. This comes back. So what I need to do now Just line that up so it's level with the top and the bottom of that. And that will just sit on there so it looks like a little tab. Oh, how much glue do we want? Where do we want to glue? Sort of that much. Like that. There we go. That one. Like that. Make sure we're not sticking everything together. Put that down. That goes on. I should have done one going the other way really, or did we do that other one? That does that. This comes round the back and just hooks around there like that. Look at that, look how long I've made that. We don't need it that long. I could probably make another one out of that. If we want to stick a little dingly dangly on it, I'm going to just tie a little knot in that, just so it doesn't unravel. But look, that's so cute. I think they are lovely. I really, really do. So what's this one? This is the one we did just now, wasn't it? Shall I just quickly make another one? That's going to be ginormous. We don't want that big, do we? Not at all. I like that rose though. I do like that rose. I don't think this is very level. Let me just make this a little bit straighter, like that. Do you know what I'm going to do with this one? I'm just going to do a big page tab. I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do this as a page tab pocket, I think. There we go. Nice bit of ink. Might even pop a little bit of trim or something down there. I'm going to make this into a pocket on my journal because we've got a nice one here. I'm going to put this one further back. What should we put this onto? One of these? It's going to have to go, yeah, it's going to have to go that way because it's going to have to go this way. I'm going to have it a little bit lower, sticking out a bit, and then I'm going to use this as a pocket just to tuck in. Actually, I might even do this bit so that's stuck down and we can slide it in there. Should I have it to the bottom? That's what I'm going to do. I like that. I do like that. So we've got lots of different little tabby things. Let's find a picture. Should we put up a picture on it? I know I like that rose, but I'm kind of liking sort of a picture on it. A little focal point. I do like my fairies, guys. I do like my fairies. Oh look, should we pop her on there? Probably have one either side actually. Have one this side and one that side. Shall we do that? Make them different. It's a nice, great big space to put things in, isn't it? Seeing that they're so big. Should we have her on the other side? They're both holding a flower, which is really nice. Let's pop this back. And you go with that colour quite well on that side, and you go really well on this side. So let's have, I'm going to add a little bit of tulle, because we like tulle. We do like a little bit of tulle. I'm going to put a bit of glue gun on there. Whoops. Whoops. It's my glue gun glue. Let's scrunch that up. Can't really see it. I can see it, but it's not easy to see with this lighting, is it? a little bit of tulle under there. I can just see that popping through. That's lovely. Now I'm going to get some lace. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Look, I've made a little drawer for my lace, and I've done it so it goes into my little slots. I made it out of the chipboard like I do. I made it to go into the little bits for where my paper is on there. So do we have, I just have a little bit, oh, this one I was looking for, I think. So this one in here, these are just so beautiful, these laces. Pop that back in there. Look at this, I've just taken a little bit, I've just cut a little bit off. I've washed some today. I managed to get some washing done today. Well, not, I did do washing, but I did, when I say washing, I mean laces. Wash some of the beautiful laces on here. Actually, we could have it coming off, wouldn't we? That wouldn't matter, I don't think. Let's take this. I love this tool. Pull that. I want it to sort of dangle down like that. Hold that on. So that hangs down. Don't want that piece. Got my little roses I made as well. Do you think they'll be too bulky? Oh, that's got lace on it. We don't want a lacy one. Oh, I'm going to pop a little rose on. Let's pop a little rose on there. Look at that. See if I can squash you quite flat. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty, isn't it? That's lovely. So that's going to go on. I need to just glue this a little bit down. There we go. The glue gun wire keeps getting stuck in between. I've got another table beside me and it sort of gets stuck in between the table, the two tables. Oh, I like that. And what shall we do with this little lady? Should we have the same sort of thing? Just a little bit down there like that. That's nice. I don't need to use the glue gun on her. I only use the glue gun because I put a little bit of tulle underneath. Let's pop you down there. Just open that out. Scrunch that up. There we go. That's one side and that's the other side. Then we can make those into little pockets. Can't we? Was I going to put it on this one? I think so. Oh, glue gun. Like that. Look, and then we've got this hanging out. Oh, I love it. I think this page is a bit too thin. Might be a bit too thin, do you think? Maybe I'll go for this one now. Quite like this page. Like that. Was I going to pop it a little bit lower, wasn't I? Let's have a little peek. Yes, I'm going to pop it a little bit lower. Like that, so this hangs down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this bit down and along the bottom. So we need to add glue into the middle, like this. Just a bit either side and then along the bottom, like that, so we can slide in. That should work. Oops. That should ooze in just a little bit. glue is quite sort of oozy, isn't it? So I'm hoping it will just sort of like grab this part of the page, the edge of the page, like that, and along that bottom bit. Love it. I do like that. What's that? And then we've got that. Can you see? So we've just got a little tuck spot either side. So that's sort of like a page tab. Page tab pocket, that one is a giant one, isn't it? But I do love it. Oh, I'm loving these. Love this one. I think they're fabulous. Look at those hanging out. Look at that. Doesn't that look so pretty? Oh, I love them, guys. Right, there we go. Not quite sure how long we've been, but I'm loving making these. So it started, look how long I got this one. That's very, very long. So it started out with this little one that I made, which I'm loving. I think she's lovely. This one, which just opens up again. Don't forget, you can put like little things dangling off, because this is going to be on the outside of your page. So if you, whatever you hang off it, it's not going to interrupt with your pages. And then they just open out like that, and then you can still journal on the back of it as well. But I think they are fabulous. I love them. So we have that one. We have this lovely tall one. That one I put, so this one goes this way, or which way? And then I just punched the little corners out, actually. I put that together and just punched those. So that looks good. We've got this one again, and it pulls out like that. Again, they can just go on either edge of the page. We have this one, which I haven't put anything on that one to grab, which you could probably put, what could we put? We got a little tab or something we can put, it'd be easier. I'm just going to fold this. Let's make a little tab, finish it off. I suppose you could pop a little bit of lace on there as well. Oh, that's not very level. And I'm going to do all of the sides. Will that work? Oh, look. Oh, I like that. Goes in like that. Oh, look, that's how it's come out. Oh, isn't that cute? Oopsie daisy. And then that's like a little page tab to pull it. Lovely. Let's have a little bit of ink, quick. A little bit of ink on there. Bit of glue. Glue all over my fingers. There we go. And this can just pop on the edge. Oh, actually, guys, tell you what, I've just done that. Oh, I could still put that round there, can't I? Yeah, that will still go in. Yes, that will still work. That will still work. Like that, I think. Or should I just have pushed that one in? Oh, I think this one actually is the one that I did in the beginning, and I didn't quite put that in the right place. But I suppose you could lift that up and over. I don't know, that works. Lovely. And then this bit just clips onto your page. I think I'm going to, which one? I think it was this one. I'm liking this. Instead of the flat bit, I quite like the little edge on that. Didn't put a little thing on this one either. Did I? Not worried that it's not the same paper. So again, I'm going to just do the little blue bit. Or do I need it? Do I need it? We don't really need it, do we? Because it does interrupt with wrapping this, doesn't it? On there. But I suppose it doesn't have to come out that far. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, trying to work this out. Shall we do, what's this little one? It's a little cornery one. Does it go in? the little corner bit. This doesn't want to fit. There we go. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Will just open up. I suppose if I have it sort of level with this, it's not going to interrupt with that. That's a little bit better. That one is too stuck out. I think I should have just folded that first page that little bit over and made that a little bit smaller, I think. Let's put this on here. Level that up. There we go. Then we've got like a little, that's better. And then we've got like a little pulley tag. I'm liking it in blue. Then that won't interrupt with that side bit. Love it. I'm going to leave these long because I think I might pop some little beads on there. Like we did on, or like I did on this one. Oops. Can you see that just got a few little beads on there. Loving them. And then there's that one. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you like this. I think they are fabulous. I really, really do. I don't know why I haven't thought about this before. A little journaling spot on a little page tab. But they are fabulous. There we go. And then again, we've got the normal ones. Loving them. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It's a good start, I think, to a Monday. Good start to the week. Well, take care, guys. Have a lovely rest of the day. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.